Hey guys. Anyway, hey guys. I made a video about myself before, but I figured I'd make another one because the last one wasn't really detailed enough. So, where should we start? There's so much stuff. Well, I obviously love Zapzone, and McDonald's and Burger King. I love macaroni, mozzarella sticks, pizza rolls. Those three things are basically my main diet every single day, so yeah. Yeah, I just ate full bowls of macaroni, so I feel very full. Um, yeah. You guys probably still know about Antonio Nicolenko, my best friend. There's also um this girl named Aubrey. She's my friend. Uh, yeah, she's sweet, kind. Then there's Elias. He's like funny, wild. Um, hmm. I'm currently making a D&D game thing because uh of Stranger Things inspiring me doing it because it seems like a fun game. So I'm making my own. As I'm trying to. um, I got lots of stuff for Christmas, like this stuff. Yep. Uh, what's something more interesting to say? So in the future, I want to be an actor, and as some side jobs stuff. Maybe well, maybe not jobs, but stuff. Uh, yeah. I'll also be animating stuff. I'll also be like making more shows. Yeah, I'll have a team in the future. So I have this thing called the Heart Bond, and the image for my YouTube channel is a picture for that. That's where I got it from. It's my team, the Heart Bond. It's supposed to be like a school group thing I made. Obviously, only Antonio is in it by default since he's my best friend. He doesn't really give any answer. He sees us. Whenever I ask something, he just he's not very good at answering questions. So yeah, he's in the team by default. Because he doesn't really dislike or like anything. So he's kind of weird, but he's still funny. He's a good friend. Um. Oh yeah, I have these. I have these Stranger Things dolls. See, yeah, this one's 11 with her like party costume, I think, and yeah. Dustin with this hat saying Camp Nowhere. Yeah, and he has like a little back. Wait, oh, I thought he had a backpack, but I guess not. Whatever. Yeah. Wait. I think his shirt is Hellfire. I'm not really sure. Kind of looks like a pizza. I don't know. And then I have this weird looking Demogorgon. I don't know why it looks like this, cause you know they're like tall and thin. But I guess it's just what these like types of plushies are. My games, it's gonna take a while to work on. My shows are gonna take even longer to work on. Of course, it's only me making them. Uh, I also need to get voice actors and stuff for those, and good animators, because I'm not that for the level of animating those will take. I'm not that good at animating. Wait, but that'll also take a lot. Most likely take a lot of money, and I'm nowhere near having that amount of money to pay for all these actors and stuff. Not actors, I mean like voice actors. I don't believe I've shown you my drawings yet. Oh wait, oh yeah, I also got these Google Smart Glasses. Yep, yeah. I look like a nerd now, probably. So, 1 plus 1 equals 3. Actually, it's, 5 plus 6 plus 1,000 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9. I don't know, whatever. Drawings. I've got this one. This is one of my characters I'm putting into my show. I'll let you look at that for a minute. Okay. And I've got this character. How do I get it? There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then I have a stream journal. Which there's a button to, like, flip the camera around here. Whatever. Anyway, let me put this book back. There we go. That was a long, tiring explanation. Ooh, pop. This is my pop. Anyway, also, other things I have. I have this mouse and a keyboard. I have this chest thing. These boots, which I don't usually use, but they're for, like, motorcycle riding, although I don't have a motorcycle. These boots. Wait, boots? Wait a second. No, roller skates. Yeah, they don't fit me anymore, but yeah. I have this thing for storing, like, batteries and stuff. I have this book. Yeah, it's called IQ. Hold on. I have this thing. From Sonic Prime. I have an 11 thing. I have a Zane Meow thing from AFMAO. And I have this box. It's Steve from Stranger Things. And Nancy from Stranger Things with a gun, which is a shotgun, my favorite weapon. We also made these out of clay. This is like a pizza thing. I have to paint. I have to paint them still. This is a paintbrush. This is a heart thing, which I did paint. And I also painted this. It's a clock, which you can never really tell the time because you don't know which side is right side up. But whatever. Yeah. I also have these for my room. I'll set these up. Wait a second. There's something I have to censor out. I'll do it after anyway. Yeah, so I have these. And then these markers. And but I already showed you this, but yeah, D&D, whatever. What? And like animals for the Math Universe. I also have this. I made it from the game Stray. I keep aiming it wrong. Anyway, yeah, I have this Fallout poster. Yeah, the language from Stray. I've been writing in a lot, so now I can just write it whenever I want, and because I've learned it. So yeah, I'm very good at writing in that language now and understanding what it means, even though it's not a real language. So there's really no use. But yeah, this is my camera. It's not really working. I was gonna use it for my YouTube channel, but I don't think it'll work for that. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I have to show. Maybe. Let's see. I made this for the next 4th of July because I didn't do it last 4th of July. It's like free fireworks of thing connected to it, which I don't think it's really gonna work because I'm gonna light it and it's gonna tip over probably and like shoot at one of us. I don't know, or you know maybe whichever direction this thing is pointing in. But yeah, I'll have to figure out how to like equal the weight and this, and I don't even know if he'll have enough power to lift it, but I have this magic book. I don't really have the stuff for anymore. That's all very gone lost. So I have these for my slingshot. Wait, oh no, yeah. This is like my creativity zone thing in here. So this is where I keep my stuff that I could use for projects like batteries, rubber bands, I even have can't open this up with my hand. Everything's falling. Come on. Nope. I even have a soldering kit for wires. I'll have this thing. It's hard to see, but it's like, it's this thing that it lets you like carve stuff with different tips. And I have these gears. It's very hard. Everything is so hard to see. Anyway, whatever. There's just a bunch of gears in there. I think that's pretty much all I have to show, besides this stuff. I made this for my school. Wait, I can't even see it. Where is it? There. There's a little DIY project up there. It's kind of hard to see. Let me turn on my light. Maybe it'll be easier to see. That's way better. Haha, now I can see way better. Yeah, it's like a little box. There we go. You can see the gears in there. Yeah, gears. I don't really know how to use them, but whatever. This is my language book, so I can write. Okay, in all the languages. That thing's called. Oh, okay. I get scared very easily, so that's another thing about me. So, guess now I should just talk about like personal stuff. Like that's not really personal because I'm gonna be talking about it. So. Once had a girlfriend named Sapphire. But that was a very long time ago. Then there was Rosie. We didn't really work out, so yeah. But that's all the girlfriends I had, so yeah. At school, not many people like me, which obviously doesn't bring me down or anything, because as I already know, I'm the best in the world. The king, in fact. Yeah, that's creepy. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. I have a few friends, so yeah. There's this one really annoying kid named Issa. He's really weird. You'd have to meet him yourself, which you can't. Cause like, you know, you know where I am. You don't know where I am. Anyway, but yeah. I like to be creepy a lot of the time. That might be why no one likes me. But that's pretty much my role anyway, and I love my role. Anyway, I'm the enthusiastic plan and I don't really know what they say in the shows and stuff. I'm the enthusiastic imaginator. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all I have. If I have more, I'll make another video about it. Okay, so yeah. These are my dreams before I started writing this journal. I was walking up to my grandpa's house. This is my very first dream, by the way. In the middle of a night. Then I started floating a few meters from the ground, about a foot high. And then I turned around and saw this flashy dot in the sky. Something made me know that the planet I was looking at is Mars. Okay, so hold on. Okay, let me zoom out. I was at this school with many other children, but it was one of those schools that goes all the way around and has a courtyard in the middle. Anyway, then this giant purple dinosaur, which it did look like Barney, but if he didn't have green spots, it was like it was a robot, starts chasing me. Somehow everyone else only noticed when I ran up to the teacher and told her. After I told her, everyone, including me, started running. I looked to my right and saw a gate closing, and behind the gate was the purple dinosaur robot laying on the ground and being captured and tied up by ropes. Also, the exclamation parts is the end of the dream, so. Okay, dream 1. Disney High. Also, by the way, these are just nicknames I give it. It's based on the thing. Why is it not focusing? I was it. I was in this classroom shaped like an O. I was with this girl who came out of void, I think. I picked up this golden book with no title, but it had this giant keyhole on the cover. I picked up this big I think I'm just gonna have to read it to you guys because it keeps on. Anyway. Then I picked up this big golden key and put it in the keyhole and unlocked it. There were these Disney witches inside. The door to the room opened and me and the girl walked out. We were in the hallway with these doors. I only saw 2 doors before my dream ended, but one of the doors had 2 witches on it. The other had 1, but I recognized all 3 witches, although I only remember what 2 of them looks like. It was the 2 that were on the same door. They both had whitish skin and both wore a black witch dress, but one had orange hair and one had green hair, I think. Dream 2, Haunted Park. I was walking in this big park, or something like a park. There was no playground equipment, but there were 2 different buildings. They weren't at all close to each other, but there was a trail between them. One building was a giant cafeteria, I think, but I don't remember it that well. The other, I don't know, but I walked in. There was a woman with all blue janitor clothes. She didn't say anything. She was just putting clothes into a basket, and there were clothes racks with lots of shirts hanging on the left next to her. And then I saw something. A person who was either just wearing a black suit or his entire body is a pitch black shadow. He was also wearing goggles anyway. He quickly leaned out of the shirts, which is when I first seen him. Then he went back in. I think the girl was also looking at where he was, and my brain suddenly showed me again, but zoomed in very close to the figure. After that went away very quickly, I started walking to a door on the left. That's the end of the dream. But there's also extra commentary I added. I also had a compass that pointed me back to the cafeteria, and it was goldenish, rusty colored. I had it because I think the cafeteria was my home base of the ghost hunting mission. My arms are itchy. Okay. Ow. And anyway. Dream 3, Abominus Rex. This is my favorite dream, so this is probably my most favorite dream yet. Anyway, I think it started out with me hearing about a lab with one of the room doors not having a room number on TV. So I go to the lab and see a heavy duty door, same as all the others, that didn't have a number. Unlike the rest, instead of a room, wait, unlike the rest, it goes into a cave system instead of a room. So I go into the cave, each 3 feet having a split. I kept going right for some reason, though. Anyway, the detail of the shines on the cave wall from any flashlight from my flashlight were amazingly realistic. Anyway, I finally get to this cave and I look around at these gigantic dinosaur rib cages that are all over the place. When I reach the end, it opens up even more gigantic cave into this even more gigantic cave. And far away, I see this massive blue T-Rex getting up, chomping on something in its mouth. Then it turned its head towards me and dropped the thing in its mouth and then roared. It began chasing me, so I run through the cave. Then it appeared behind me and roared again, but this time its entire mouth was backwards, starting from the side of its head around the back of its neck and ending on the other side of its head. So basically, its mouth is on the back of its head, making it seem alien. I also knew its name because the TV from earlier said it, but I forgot it when I woke up. Anyway, then the scene changed from the cave to outside by an ocean. Then the blue dinosaur jumped into the ocean as a blue whale. Then I think that's when a group of people, probably scientists or agents, and I think that's when a group of people, probably scientists or agents, began chasing me. I went back into the cave, but all of the bones were gone, and there was a big bright blue sky above me. I ran into the left where an alien looking person, I think, was watching TV. I snuck around I snuck around behind me, and the guy saw me and began chasing me. He caught me, and my dream ended, I think. Extra commentary. Also, I could now see that the cave was full of lush alien looking plants. Every single thing in my dream was just so amazingly realistic. But the main reason why this is my favorite dream is because of the strong, continuous dinosaur theme of my dream. Except for the whale part. And, wait. Oh, yeah. I haven't wrote in this stream yet. It's still empty. Anyway, this stream is basically about where I was in this Roblox game, and then this pop-up popped up. And, it said, do you want to go to a new game? And I clicked yes. And it started teaching me about what different molecules produce. Like, different, materials and stuff, and it's really weird, but it's very sharp too. That's like the end of the dream, so